We're back, joined now by William Sawyer of the Sawyer Group, LLC. Bill, always a good pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you, Don. It's always a great pleasure to be with you on the program.
Well, you're my go-to guy when I have questions about the oil industry. What's going on with the oil industry these days? Because the prices are just going through the roof.
Yes, the prices are up. There's a lot of activity, but not as much as you would expect. There are people looking for large deals, but nobody looking for small deals right now. The small independent oil companies are having a problem raising money, and we see mid-range that nothing's happening at all right now.
Why do you suppose that is?
The fear of what the economy's doing and fear of the current administration. There's a lot of activity towards electric vehicles and greenhouse things, but very little emphasis on the oil business, even though the oil business is where the money is right now.
Well, it's amazing how much that's changed in just the last 12 to 14 months.
Absolutely, and it's the change in administrations right now that's causing it. There was a lot of money about to go in the oil business during the previous administration, but the current administration is focusing on electric vehicles and electric things.
Well, it's kind of interesting because, like, you take, for example, out here in California, they can't keep the lights on, let alone charge electric vehicles.
Very true, very true. That has to do with the fact that California is a net user oil and gas state, and it really has no pipelines coming into the state to provide the excess that's needed to run the facilities and the electric power stations and things. It's a sad situation, but the California, which is one of the, or if not the largest user of oil and gas products, is at this point net below where they need to be production-wise. And because of that, then you're going to have outages and you're going to have other problems.
Well, the worst part about it is they're mandating the elimination of gas-powered vehicles by 2035 with no plan how to get there.
That's true, but you know, I see that a little different. I see that as talk. I don't know that it'll really happen. Unfortunately, when you hear talk from governors and presidents and other people, it scares people. So it scares people out of investing. Even though California is a good place to invest in the oil and gas business, people are not going to do it because of the scare.
Well, you know, fear is a great motivator.
Oh, amen. Amen. Fear is one of the greatest motivators, as former President Franklin Roosevelt said. You know, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself, and that's true. We have to fear fear rather than think about what is reality. A good example of reality is oil prices are posted, and you look at the posted price versus the market price, which is what you look at every day on the market. They don't always match up. That's because the influence of the market or the fear of the market causes it to go up and down. And the posted price is what the refineries really need. So you're seeing a vast difference sometimes as much as $10 a barrel, but most of the time maybe $1 or $2 a barrel.
We went from being energy independent last year or a year and a half ago to not so much anymore. What do you see happening with oil prices in the rest of 22?
Well, I'm not a good oil price predictor, although I've been fairly good in the past. But I see oil prices probably going to $100 a barrel easily. I mean, we're already almost there at 90. Whether to go above $100 a barrel, I don't know.
What do you think that will do to the economy?
Well, the economy's already stretched. Now, I saw the other day that we're 40% up on prices right now. Gasoline is very high, especially in some states, but and natural gas. I saw one place on the East Coast that natural gas is 5 times what it is any place else. It just depends on the state, but I think you're looking at an effect on the economy that really won't be that good. But again, oil price is oil price, and whatever it is, I mean, it should have been this price years ago, but it wasn't, and we can't keep it down. So we have to live with it, and the way to live with it is to get people better salaries.
Well, you've been in the business long enough to see the cycles go up, the cycles go down. Do you see this continuing to happen, oil being a cyclical industry?
Oh yes, it's going to go up and go down. It's just a matter of how long. I think we're in an up cycle right now. You see some daily trends in the market, but not in the refinery posting prices. But what you're going to see is ups and downs. I mean, it may go up to 90 and then back down to something, or it may go up to 100 or more. It's a cyclical industry, and it's going to be cyclical.
What do you think has to happen, Bill, for investors to get involved with small independent oil operators again?
I think they need to stop being afraid. The best money made, and I'm talking about margin-wise and profit-wise, is in the small deals, not in the large deals. You make more money off of small deals than you do large deals. It's just the large deals give abundance of money. You make 5% off of a $100 million deal, they think it's great, but you can make 100% or 200% off of a small deal. And I think the investors need to stop being afraid and start realizing where you're going to make the money right now. We'd like small investors in the business, and we'd like larger investors investing around 5, 10, or 25 million. That would really help the industry.
Once again, William Sawyer, my go-to guy for information about the oil industry. Bill, it's always a pleasure having the program. Thanks for your insight.
Thank you, Don, and I look forward to being on your program and look forward to watching the shows on your program, which I think are really great.